Well, hello everybody. How's it going? How's it going, my peoples? Let me know too if the internet is working. Hello, you all. How's it going? And welcome to another awesome session of Life in Haiti. As you come in, don't forget, give this live a like. Definitely welcome our guest. And be sure to check out her channel. If you love Haiti and you have not heard of Rudy B, I want to encourage you all to check out my girl's channel. Check her out, you all. And I'll be posting her link throughout the show. Welcome our guests. I need you all, let's bring a few more people on here. So I know some of my peoples tell me they want to move to Haiti, they want to come to Haiti, but obviously have that resistance about coming to Haiti. But I want to introduce you all to somebody, a beautiful sister. So all the more reasons to bring her on the show, representing Haiti and giving us some insights into her life in Haiti. Definitely don't forget to check out her channel. Yes, check out her channel, you all. Really good, great content on Haiti. Blind Haiti says hello, Blind Haiti. How's it going? My sister Caroline Newton says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. And Mr. Seal says, good morning, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Seal. How's it going? And don't forget to check out this link. So I'm about to bring in our guests. You all, please share the live with others. Definitely, let's welcome Rudy B. And don't forget, I give you all permission to please step out, check out her link, and kindly subscribe to her. Let's get her monetized. My sister Kay says, hello, Marie. Hi, everyone. Blessed Sunday to all. Good evening, beautiful Marie and Life in Haiti family. I pray that everyone is doing great. I do too, Mr. Jackson. How's it going? Rooties, how's it going? Unmute your mic. You're muted.
Hi, everyone. Sorry.
Hi, girl. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm doing good. And I just want to tell you, it is definitely a great honor to have you on the show. And definitely to discuss Haiti and how things been going on with you. You're fairly new. I want you to introduce yourself to the Life in Haiti family. Introduce yourself.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. And hi to the Life in Haiti family. So I am Rudy B. I actually moved to Haiti 5 years ago, or almost 5 years ago. June 1st will mark 5 years. But I just started vlogging and sharing my experience here on YouTube. But I've been here for about 5 years. So I was actually born in Haiti, but I left Haiti when I was 5 years old. I spent most of my life in Maryland. I went on to study business management, and then I got my master's in international development. My focus was on program management in Haiti, and I was like, you know what? It only makes sense for me to move to Haiti. And I had such an amazing program that they kept teaching us and trying to encourage us to not just do development the way that has been done before. Don't just sit in Washington, D.C. and say, this is what that country needs. Go there instead and work with the people of that country. And so that is exactly what I did. I was like, I'm out of here and on the plane to Haiti. And so I've been here ever since. And so, yeah, I just want to share my journey with you all. Please check out my channel. It's just Rudy B. That's it. And please leave some comments, some suggestions. I just started, y'all. So I know a lot of people who are already on there are leaving video suggestions and things like that. I will definitely get to them. But I am kind of new to this. So just give me some time and you'll probably see the video that you suggested.
Wow. So before we begin the show, my sister, I want to wish you a happy belated birthday. You just
Thank
celebrated a
you.
birthday, so happy belated birthday to you. I want to tell you, I know that with your career and stuff, that could have encouraged you to move to Haiti. But give us a little bit of your background growing up with your parents. What were you taught within the house, at least about Haiti, that
Mhm.
kept Haiti on the forefront of your mind?
Okay, so I definitely got to give a big shout out to my dad because my dad taught me pretty much everything I know about Haiti from a very young age. He was actually an activist, so he used to fight for the rights of the paysan, or I would say farmer. I guess that's the best way to say it. He used to fight for their rights. He's actually from the West, but he left and went to Plaisance, a rural area, to work with the farmers and to really just fight for them. And that is how I came about. So my mom is from Plaisance, and so he met my mom, and this is how I came about. But yeah, he loves Haiti so much. I've never met someone who loves Haiti as much as my dad. He talked about Haiti every single day. He didn't even want to leave, you know. So yeah, he spent most of his adult life fighting, and he would tell me all these stories at protests and things like that. And during that time, there was the dictatorship. So he used to tell me all those stories since then and everything that he did from a very young age. And I was like, I was just fascinated. So it wasn't just teaching me about the history of Haiti, but he was also telling me about everything that he used to do as an activist and fighting for the rights of everyone else so that everyone could have, you know, a better life. And
Hmm.
so I was always inspired by that. And that's really, I would say, the first thing that drew me to Haiti, I think. Because I know I had a deep love for Haiti. I think I explained this in my video. I didn't really know where that deep love came from, but I really think it just came from my dad. I don't know. So, because I just always loved Haiti so much. Every time I would come to visit, I would have this feeling like I'm so excited to be home, you know. And that's the other thing. I left at 5, but I came back to Haiti very, very often. Every other year, sometimes every year, like back to back, you know. The only time I didn't come to Haiti was 04, 05, 06 because there was like this whole kidnapping thing going on. So that was the only 3 years I remember that my mom actually was like, "You're not going into Haiti," and I had to meet her in Turks and Caicos. That's where she lived, and so I couldn't go to Haiti those 3 years. That's it. So I was always here, and my dad, everything that he taught me, and just the love that I had for Haiti. So that definitely
Wow.
encouraged me.
So, I mean, I was going to ask, was there any concerns that you had before coming into Haiti that when you actually moved to Haiti, you're like, why was I even worried about that with Haiti in my move? Because either it's actually completely opposite of what you thought. What was different when you actually made that move into Haiti?
Okay, you're gonna be so surprised because I was not worried about anything. I literally just moved to Haiti. Like I literally packed and just moved. That's the thing. I wouldn't do that for any other country, but I wasn't worried about anything at all. Everyone else was worried. Everyone else was worried. Everyone was panicking. Besides my dad, he was on board. But my mom was like, every day she was like, "Oh my gosh, are you sure? Are you really going?" I was like, "Yeah." And I think when I sent my car to Haiti, that's when everybody was like, "Oh, she's moving." So I was not worried at all. There was nothing that I was really surprised about in the sense like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this would really mess me up or something like that. The only thing I would say that really set me back or that really had me in shock was how expensive housing is. You know, that is one thing
Hold on,
that,
you getting there? Well, I'm gonna let you have the
oh,
show. Nah, but nah, you going fast, but you can
okay,
take over, sis. No, no, no. Because that's one of the questions I'm heading to ask you. So you can
okay.
while you there. Excuse me
Mhm.
for being interrupted. I want you to elaborate a little bit on that because a lot of the times people don't understand how expensive things is in Haiti, especially
Mhm.
daily basic things.
Yeah.
So when making that move, I think people like you and I can give them some insight, and hopefully it will be an insight which they will take as a guideline when making that decision. So go ahead and get into that subject. Let's give a shout out to Mr. Jackson. You've carried 10 people, 10 people. Mr. Silverado, you've carried 10 people, 10 people. Thank you all so, so very much for your love and support. And if you all have any questions, please ask my sister Rudy B, as the show go on. And definitely share this live with others, you all. Share the live. And don't forget to click that link. You have permission to step away from us, and let's get her channel monetized. Are you even monetized yet?
Not far from it. I
Not
almost
far.
have
Well,
the watch
let's get
hour.
her there.
Yeah, it's
Let's
not
get her
far.
there. That's right. Let's get her there. So, all right, you can go ahead into where you were going to about Haiti.
Okay, so that the thing that really shocked me. So I wasn't worried about anything. There was nothing that, had me shook in the sense like, oh my gosh, why did I do this? But it was really hard to settle in because of how expensive things are and because I just moved to Haiti. Like I did not I had an internship. I didn't have an actual job. I had an internship. So it's not like I had so much money to rent a place and things like that. I'm thinking it's going to be cheap because no matter how many times I've been to Haiti, I've never had to rent an apartment. I've never had to look for housing. I've never had to do those things. My mom has a house in Gonaive. Even though she doesn't live there, that's our family house that she built. I always have somewhere to stay and things like that. So there was never a time that I had to go and look for housing. And also the people that I was around, they paid their like for the entire year. It was more of an annual rent. They would rent their house for $2,000 a year. So that's what I had in my mind. I did not think that apartments would be the same price as the apartments in the States. I mean to tell you, when I started searching and I'm looking, because the first place I moved to was just kind of temporary because I didn't really know. And I had my husband, who was my boyfriend at that time. I was like, can you look for me? And things like that. So I had something that was just like, okay, for now. But when I started looking and I'm going to all these websites and I see one bedroom, 1,800 USD per month, $2,000 per month. I mean, like, I'm saying like one bedroom, two bedroom. And I was like, what is this? I was so shocked. I was like,
Who's making
is
that
this?
kind of money in Haiti,
Yeah,
right?
I was lost. I was so confused. I was like, who is this for? Who's actually who's actually living here? I was very confused. So we started touring houses, and I'm looking for the the apartments that are like $500. I'm searching all the websites. I'm like, let me find a $500 one because when I first moved, as I said, I just had an internship. I didn't have a job yet. So I'm like, I'm trying to find a $500 apartment or less. It was so hard. It was so hard to
You
find.
come there to
So
speaking English too, looking different, smelling different, walking different. If it was 500, it wasn't for you when you got there, right?
well, the thing is, I be blending in, because of the that I've been coming here for a long time. I'm not one of those like I don't know. I don't even call myself Jasper when I would come. Like I'd be like, don't call me that. I be trying to blend in and stuff like that. But when I speak, that is a thing. I'll have my husband speak a lot of times. Like when I buy stuff on the street, a lot of times I'll be like, go, do the price, negotiate. Because when I talk, they're gonna up the price. So for that stuff, I had to play smart because like we didn't like try to be in the front. It was really the real estate agent that was trying to negotiate for us because the only way that I found an apartment that was 550, it started off at 800 was because like they negotiated for us, so we didn't have to really do it. They negotiated for us, and then the owner accepted. So a lot of times here I have to kind of step back. I have to step back because I have like a little accent when I speak Creole, and I'll have my husband speak for me and stuff like that, just so people don't raise the price up and all that. And I don't know, I think I blend in. Like I'm not really, I know there's some people that come and they're really bling bling, I just came from New York. There's a lot of people like that here. I was never like that. I was
Uh-huh.
always just a chill person. Always dressed cute because that's just my style. But I'm not like a whole bunch of
Okay.
jewelry and really trying to show that I'm, I came from the States. I just try to chill. so, so yeah.
That's right. What are some things that you really, really enjoy in Haiti
What I enjoy in Haiti, when we can
that you
enjoy.
think others others too who are watching us that
Mhm.
want to come to Haiti would also enjoy? What are some positive things which should encourage someone that is interested to up and make that move?
Okay, so when I can do everything fully, when, not during these times where you can't do everything you want to do at any time that you want to do it, but definitely just getting in the car and going to a place and you in the mountains, then, you drive a little bit, you're at the beach. There's just so much scenery, so much beauty. And it's just so much that you can do that people don't really know. They always like when I post pictures, they're like, "Oh, that's Haiti. I didn't know Haiti was so beautiful, and it was so this and that." And they're always shocked. And I'm like, yes, we have so much. Like, even it's not just the beaches and things like that. It's the mountains. It's being in a rural area. Like, I'm from a rural area. I'm from Plaisance. So when I go back to Plaisance and we in the mountains chilling, there's the animals here in the backyard. There's all types of fruits and stuff. You got chickens running around. It's like, and then we're like, let's go to the beach. We pack up and we go to the beach. Like, it's just so much fun and always something nice to do and just a beautiful place where you can really enjoy nature. And that's the thing that I think people don't really get to see as much, which I wish they did, because it is so
Mhm.
beautiful.
That's right. So, with everything that's going on in Haiti, right, that gets people concerned about
Mhm.
coming into Haiti, can you elaborate somewhat on the security issues when coming into Haiti? Can you tell people, you coming into Haiti, not being raised in Haiti, but being
Mhm.
familiar and having that love for Haiti, all right? Is everything that they are hearing on the news facts about what goes on daily in Haiti?
Okay, so it really depends because when you look at the news and when you look at what is on social media, you think that this is every day and everywhere, but that is not the case. I actually live in the Port-au-Prince area, so when people ask me, they want to come to Haiti and they want to go to the places that I go to, I always tell them, hey, right now this area isn't the best place for tourists or for people who don't live here. I would recommend going to Cap Haitien, or what we call Okap.
Mhm.
But I live in it every day. I'm out and about every day. But I just don't think that someone coming in needs to be, spontaneous, like something that happens randomly, having to deal with that, or, can't travel to the South because there's an issue here. If you're not already in it, I don't feel like you need to deal with it. But if you look at my vlogs, you'll see I'm here every day. I'm in the area. I'm going here and there. But it's not what it seems. It really seems like this is a every single day thing and it's everywhere, but it's really not, you know. So I don't know if you want me to explain more about that, because there's a lot that goes into it. It's kind of complicated, but I can if you want me
Give it
to.
to us because I
Okay.
need your help, okay? Because the thing is, we're promoting for people to come into Haiti and we're gonna go somewhere else. Like, I want to just thank you for coming on. I think when someone told me about you, one of my peoples, right? They're like, you got to link up with Rudy B. And I'm like, who is that? And most of the time I'm like, she's not gonna want to do it. And now that we've linked up, it feels good because not only do I have a woman YouTuber that's doing the same thing, that understand the difficulties of pulling out a camera in Haiti, all right, but you are in the same line of work. Like, I love it. So let your voice be heard too here. And one of the things I always share with my people is transparency and honesty.
Mhm.
So it's not just in Haiti that there is danger. Danger is
Yeah.
everywhere. You can be in New York, and there are certain parts in New York you're not going to go to. And security is one of the biggest discussion in our country from people all over the world. So, yes, I would like for you to elaborate a little bit more before we move forward to something else, because I am sure many people are wanting to know. Look at us, we're in Haiti,
Yeah.
and by the grace of God, we are okay. So, yes, you can kind of give a detail because people understand differently, and maybe you would say something that they can actually relate to.
Okay, okay. So let me just give a little background to the problem. So, sorry, one second.
You good, you
One
good.
second.
Son Lee, how's it going?
Y'all, they keep popping out. Can you hear
We
me?
hear you just
Okay,
fine.
okay, cool. So the issue is, okay, this started about 2 years ago, I'm gonna say. You know, this is a really complicated problem that, I want to explain so that people can understand a little better. Basically, there are these hoods that the government, whether in power, or in the opposition, they will supply guns to them so that they can help them either win elections or to stay in power and things like that. Because these neighborhoods have a lot of people in them. These are the neighborhoods that you see on TV every day, that the media shows you. These are the exact same places. So imagine those areas, like if they want to get everybody to vote, they have a gang leader that's gonna, round up everybody to vote for a specific person. So they're giving guns to them. They're doing this. So now with these guns that they have, they are doing their own thing. They're not in control anymore. They just basically have gone a little out of control. So that's why all these issues keep popping up for the past 2 years. So because they form gangs, gangs have beefs with other gangs and stuff like that. So there's this town called Matisan that links us to the south. So we have to pass through there to get to the south. A gang has taken over that area, and so it has made it difficult for us to leave Port-au-Prince and go to the south. So there are little things like that. These same people that have the guns and things like that, they have started also kidnapping and holding people for ransom. Okay, so that's another problem. And so it isn't something that happens every single day because, as you know, we are out every day, or not. Well, I work from home, so I'm not out every day, but I am out and about. It isn't something that happens every single day, but they do it. They do it. And so it's whether the gangs are beefing with each other or they are out kidnapping people and holding them for ransom. And it's just a complicated situation because they have the same exact cars as the cars that state officials drive. So if you know, hey, the state officials in Haiti, the people in the government have specific models that they drive. So there's these Toyotas, there's Nissans, and there's Land Rovers that they drive that are very specific. These same people drive those same cars. So it's a very complicated situation, and we feel like it's hard for them to get a hold of it because they are so deep into it. Either they were the problem that caused it to get like this and they don't know how to solve it because it's out of their control. So yeah, so it is a difficult situation. We're not going to say, there's nothing going on at all and it's completely, whatever, and just act like, there's nothing here. Yes, there's definitely some problems here. But it is something that started about 2 years ago that they aren't able to really, get a hold of right now. But as I said, it isn't something that happens every day or everywhere. We just have to pay attention to the news. We'll find out, okay, this area is having a problem here. This community is having a beef with this one. They have gone into this community, stuff like that. But because we live here, we're listening to the news. We know what's going on. So that's why we say when you're coming to this part right now, when this is all over, that's the best time to come to this area. But what is going on in this area doesn't mean that's what's going on in all of Haiti. Not at all. If we could easily get to the south, we'll say go to the south. You can fly to the south if you want. So when you go to Jacmel, when you see people's videos in Jacmel and Okai and all these places, and you're like, oh my gosh, why are they in Haiti having fun, all that stuff? Because that's not Port-au-Prince. That's not the Port-au-Prince area. There's more to Haiti than just one town or one arrondissement, we would say, which is the area. So it's not the city of Port-au-Prince, but we all belong to like the Port-au-Prince arrondissement. So it's like the Port-au-Prince area, you know. So there's way more to it than that. So when you see people enjoying their time in Haiti, posting recent videos, I saw someone comment, "This isn't recent. Look at everything that's going on. They're lying." Not my video. Somebody else had, you know, was in some other place, and people were saying that's a lie. You know, stop spreading fake news. No, there's more to Haiti than just this little bubble right here, than this space right here. And we are who are in it, we know how to navigate, we know how to move through it because, you know, we've been in it for the past 2 years, and you just have to be careful. You have to adapt. And that's the other thing with Haiti. Life goes on. Everyone is just, when you go to out on the streets, everybody's out on the streets. No one's like in hiding and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, we have to continue with our lives. Even though I will see surveillance footage of places that I go to of a kidnapping, or, you know, an area that I be driving in of a kidnapping, and it's just like we move. So yeah. But let me add one more thing.
Yes.
When I was moving to Haiti, my mom was one of the people who really didn't want me to move because she was very scared of the insecurity and things like this. But nothing like this was going on back then at all. It was just regular crime that happens everywhere. It wasn't a, you know, kidnapping business and all that stuff. But literally 2 weeks ago, 2 bullets came flying through her window in Orlando, Florida. And she is now like, I've been told her to move because I went to her apartment. I was like, "Mom, there's a lot of people hanging out, you know, stuff like that." And she was like, "No, you know, all the Haitians live here, you know, all that stuff."
Mm.
And, you know, it's easier for her because she moved to the States a few years ago. So it's easier for her to be around other Haitians and, you know, other foreign people. And it's just better for her. And so
Mhm.
even though I told her to find somewhere else, she didn't. So like that was 2 weeks ago, or less than 2 weeks ago. So now she's scrambling, trying to find an apartment and things like that. But that was in her house. She wasn't there. She was at work. But
Mm.
when she got home from work very late. When she got home, she noticed like some holes in her blinds. Then she noticed a hole in the cabinet in the kitchen. She didn't understand. So when she looked behind the blinds and she saw the 2 holes, called the police and all of that. So if she was at home on her days off, she likes to cook and prepare for the other days and stuff. If she was at home, she could have been a victim, or if anyone else was in the house, you know. So there is crime everywhere. So, but the reason why we just say don't come right now is just because it's a little bit more, you know, it's a little organized, it's a little complicated. It's something that we're trying to figure out. And you don't
Mhm.
need to try to figure it out with us in this area, but you can go anywhere
Mhm.
else.
Wow. The thing is, people seem to think that it is just in Haiti. Today, I was hearing a story how some people leave Haiti to go to DR to go purchase, you
Mhm.
know, material and stuff to come back and sell in Haiti. And they got to DR and was robbed,
Mhm.
like at gunpoint, you know. So everything that they had saved was taken. So here we are thinking that Haiti is bad, and you know, people are going crazy all over the world. And some of the things that I'm watching on the news, it's so easy to say, "Thank you, I'm in Haiti." You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because some of this stuff is coming from normal people. At least in Haiti, you can kind of understand the area that you in and have an expectancy of something
Mhm.
probably popping off. You know, you ever make that
Yeah.
turn in Haiti and you like, Samak fela,
Yes.
Pigizon na ba bon e ba vre?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like this area is this the face of this area, everything about this area just does not seem right. But crimes happen everywhere. It is not just in Haiti. So, you all, I have 84 watching. Let's get the likes up. And for those who have yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so, you all. Hit the subscribe button and let's continue to share this channel with others. What are some things? And this is like two questions in one.
Mhm.
Then, now I'm gonna ask you one. You said you studied, and based on your study, is what made you really, really move to Haiti.
Mhm.
Can you, and you say you working from home. Tell us a little bit about how you are applying that to Haiti.
Yes.
What
So,
is some of your vision for Haiti?
okay. So, first of all, my daily job, I am a program coordinator, the Haiti program coordinator for an organization that works with women and children all over Haiti. So, what I do every day definitely contributes to my mission in Haiti. I don't really go into detail about my actual job on my channel just because it's an actual job. Just not saying
Yeah,
anybody's
you
gonna do
don't have
anything,
to.
but I
Yeah.
don't want to say exactly where I work, but what I
Yes.
do every single day is helping the program run smoothly, and that in turn helps us make a better impact. So that's one thing. But for me, that wasn't enough. I also volunteer in my hometown, Plaisance, and I said, you know what, Plaisance,
It's
this will be
Pleasance and
okay.
Gonaive.
No, it's north. You pass Gonaive. It's in the north department. Not allowed to go
Okay.
deep. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
So when yeah, so I was like, you know what, I don't want to just say, okay, I'm gonna do something for all of Haiti and I'm gonna just, because I'm one person. I said I'm gonna
True.
start with my hometown. What I'm doing in my job is already contributing to my mission, but I also want to volunteer in my hometown, and this is something that I have more control over, because what we do, we're just young people from Plaisance, and we create different projects. We work on different projects, so anyone can lead a project that they want. So I am leading the reforestation project, so I have a little more say and things like that, because it's something that we're doing, and it's not like a organization that you have to follow this and that and all that stuff. So this is something
Mhm.
that is a little more personal. It's something that you have more say, and that's what I really enjoy, even though it's volunteer. I feel I feel more fulfilling when I work on those projects, for sure, in my hometown. And so the reforestation, there's another project that I'm not leading, but
Mhm.
we're bringing the clock, which is a library, back to Plaisance because it shut down over 6 years ago. So there's no place for the kids to go and study, to go check out books and all that type of stuff. There's no place like that
I
in
love
Plaisance for
it.
them.
We need to
And
hook up.
so,
Don't go any
yeah,
further. Just know you gotta come and link up with me with Life in Haiti, okay?
for sure, for
See, let me
sure.
tell you, I did not know you were at arm's reach. Because if I did, this live would have been like right next to
I
each other, okay?
I thought you could tell where I was, because like I mean
Girl,
I
I
don't
am
say
not that nosy.
specifically
You hear me?
know where I'm
I'm watching.
filming.
That's true. And I went back today and I watched and said, wow, I should have known. But when I'm watching something, girl, don't give me don't mind me because I'm doing one thing at times and have 50 things going on in my mind.
Hmm.
It's like I'm watching, but I'm listening more to you. And it's, you know what? It's very, very true. It's something about a video, something catches your eye and you focus on it. And
Hmm.
it has a lot to do based on your emotions at that time. So if you're looking for like that happy scene, then you're focused on that. So I'm not really taking in the scenery to be like,
Hmm.
that's down the street, But definitely, I want to invite you to Life in Haiti. And I
I would
want
love to
you,
come.
I'm going to take you to see some of the work that we've done in Haiti. I love it.
I would
Okay.
love to.
I love it because the thing about it is it takes people like you and I to step up and make a difference. So many people are waiting to have the big grand things. No,
Hmm.
step out with whatever little you have, do it with love. Do it
Yeah.
with love and all the compassion that we've learned from the States and try to
Hmm.
let it trickle down. Because my next question, let's go into the audience and invite some people and give you a little break from thinking. And if it's a comment you would like to speak on, you let me know too. Blind Haiti, and I just want to welcome each and every one of my peoples in the live tonight. You all don't forget to be very supportive tonight. Share the live and definitely subscribe if you are new to the channel. Don't forget to get the likes up, you all. Get the likes up. Blind Haiti says, I think many more people would visit Haiti if the national government authorized the airports in Okais and Jeremy as ports of entry to accept international flights. That probably would be true. It would be, but we know that, they're not going to make decisions which would help us, the people, because a lot of the stuff which go on, it wouldn't go on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bertini says, thanks a lot, you guys. Haiti need for people like you to spread the knowledge. Thank you, Bertini Joinville. Thank you. Yes, Blind Haiti, someone is agreeing. Technically, legally, only Port-au-Prince and Ocap are the only two cities with port of entries, boats and planes. So if you want to visit Ocais, you must first fly to Port-au-Prince or Ocap. Wow. Chandelier says, hi, ladies. I like your show. Thank you so, so very much. My sister Caroline Newton says, Maria, I told you that the gangs are being supported by higher powers as the government. Wow. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Touching the topic of tourism attracting investors, even though. Hold on. More Fortune says Orlando is no joke either. ULN Rim Justice says, I am present. Thank you so, so very much. Thank you. Sophia says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, too. Jean Selena says, you're an eloquent speaker and really passionate about your stories.
Thank you.
Yes, More Fortune says, I know a Haitian Canadian who got robbed in DR a few weeks ago. So you all, if you all have any question, that's right. Not only in Haiti, Miss Marie, Miss Tanya, Valerie TV, Vin Miller, giving everyone a shout out tonight who is on the live. I'm happy to see Haitian on YouTube from the country. That's right. We are live in Haiti and representing Haiti. Mr. Jackson says, Marie, we have spoken about before, when God blesses one, it is done by placing good people in your path. Wow, that's true. Haitian Warrior King says, late again to the party. Hello to the Queen of Haiti. Hello, Marie. Today we got Queens of Haiti in the house. That's right. That girl West says, Ruti, I have a serious question. I am a Haitian American. I watch your vlogs and I'm so in much shock at what I see. Why doesn't other cities look like that?
Well, I wouldn't say other places don't. There are a lot of other places that look very nice too. I don't know if people have shown them or if they would show them the way that I do. But as I go to different places, like for work, I'm going to Okai very soon. I will show more and you can see, but there's a lot more. I'm surprised other people don't show it, but there are other cities that are beautiful too.
That's right. I mean, check out C Genty channel. Check out
Yes,
more the
yes,
past
yes.
videos. There are people, even Philly Dumb. There are other YouTubers that are pushing the beauty of Haiti. So, and constantly, you all, even though I do a lot of the projects in Haiti, you get to see the beauty of Haiti too. All the time, we are bragging about the beauty of Haiti. So let me ask you, my sister, one big question that I have. With all the work and everything which you see, and you all please share the live. Let's get 100 people watching this live, you all. Let's get 100 people watching. What are some things that you would like to see change in our country?
Everything. um, First of all, definitely, I would love to see the inequality gap um, disappear. Pretty much. I don't even know at what level. It's just too much. It's just too much. When I think of all the places that I go to, and I'm like, okay, how many people have access to these places? How many people can rent a house that's nice like this? For $1,000 or 1,200 or 800 or however much it is, because it is a lot compared to what we would imagine. I would really love for that to change and for people to have access to these things. Also, more importantly, have access to health, and not just regular health, quality education, access to clean water. Those are I would say, the basic things, and that is what the field of international development is supposed to do. That's the thing, improving the lives of everyone around the world, and there are specific goals, of course. But sorry, y'all, my husband is getting my lighting together because the sun went down. So if you see all this lighting going on, but yeah, that is what I would definitely like to see, because basically I would love for everything to pretty much change and for everyone to have access to the things that a group of people have access to.
The inequality in our country is one of the things which I hate the most. Um, Simple things seems to be only dedicated to a certain crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow my videos or you go back and watch some of them, those are the things that I fight on the most: the inequality. Little children being born into a bad situation, and it seems as if they were condemned into that situation just
Mm-hmm.
by being born into that situation, because mom and dad don't have this, don't have that. So it seems as if there is no deliverance for them. Access to medical care, as far as us living in Haiti, people die of simple things, and then utande
Mm-hmm.
lugar où te manger.
Yeah.
When it could be something simple, pneumonia, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And how do you feel about the hospitals, people who actually went to school, trained, made an oath to save lives, returning people because they are not able to pay on the table? Who walks around with money on hand
Mm-hmm.
for that emergency?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think it is definitely a bad system. I know they have ATMs um at the hospitals, but just imagine that there's an accident and someone else who, isn't even related to the person takes them to the hospital. It's like there should be another system. I know here they bill you later, and I mean, not here, in the States. They bill you later and things like that, and you have all these fees that you'll pay, afterwards, and they know that they'll get their money. So I think that's the reason why they don't do it like that here. But they should have another system in place, like, okay, you can't be discharged until you pay, or something like that. It doesn't make sense for them not to receive care because they don't have a certain amount of money up front, and the family or people that they can get a hold of, or basically trying to scramble to find money just so they can be seen. That is a very crazy situation, because I could just imagine people who are in emergencies that don't have their family with them, and that's a stranger, because that's one thing that Haitians will do. They will help you out when you are in a problem. So someone else on the road can take you, people that you don't even know can take you to the hospital, and you know if they don't pay, then you don't get service, and that's very scary, and that's very sad, and that's something you should consider when moving to Haiti. Because someone asked me this question, like, what hospitals are near me, because I'm posting a Q&A soon. So and I
Mhm.
was like, I don't even know. I've been here for 5 years. I do not know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they were asking about the healthcare system. I'm like, that's something for you to consider. If you Do not feel comfortable with that. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be for you. It's not going to be for you because those stories are definitely true. You can go to 5 hospitals, and not just because you don't have money, but because there aren't any hospital beds left, or the generator went out, and the doctor cannot perform the surgery, and or the doctor is not here, or whatever. You have to keep that in mind, that that is a risk that you take living in Haiti. So if you cannot handle that, if that's not for you, then then the move wouldn't be for you. To be honest, we gotta keep it real.
Keep it real.
So that's the
People with
reality.
medical issues, Haiti is not handicap friendly because the roads are not so good. So I know I had a viewer ask me about the wheelchair accessibility. Are you able to move around? As of today, I would say no, because even if you want to go and enjoy the beautiful parts that we are talking about, it's going to be difficult to commute in a wheelchair up and down because the country has not gotten itself that far yet.
Which is surprising because I really thought after the first major earthquake in recent time, not the first major earthquake ever, but from 2010, I really thought there would be some more advancements. There are some things that have been done, but it definitely hasn't been enough because a lot of people are without limbs now because of that, and they have a really hard time in society.
Hmm. So we have 104 people watching you all. Don't forget to hit the like button and definitely the subscribe button if you are new. Tell the people, what are some advice you have for people who are planning to move to Haiti or who's coming to spend some time out here in Haiti in the midst of everything that is going on? What are some advice?
Well, if you're coming to Haiti, definitely go to anywhere else but the Port-au-Prince area, and you'll be fine. You know, um,
Hey, we got Kenskop, we got Labul, we got Pelerin. We good?
no, I mean, you mean if they come to here?
Yeah, yeah. Like coming into Haiti.
Yeah, but if I to me, I feel like if you come to Haiti, you want to visit, you want to be able to move around freely. You don't want to just stay in, up in the mountains and things like that. Because like for me, when I like to go to the stores that are in Taba. I don't like to go to the ones in Pétionville. Like Maison Dal, there's one in Pétionville, there's one in Taba. I would rather go to Taba because I like the layout better. I don't like the ones in Pétionville. Like I don't like to just be confined to these little spaces. Back
Hmm.
before everything happened, I was everywhere in the Port-au-Prince area. Downtown. When I first came, I used to go downtown all the time and do things all over. Now is when I can't do as much as I want. But I feel like if you come, I think they will probably want to be able to do a lot, not be kind of like, oh, can we go here? Can we go there? Or the person that they might be with might say no, especially if you come to and you have family, they're not going to want you to go anywhere. It's going to be a waste of time. If you come to Port-au-Prince and you come into with families, I know people that come to and they stay at their family's house.
They're in a
Their
scary.
family, their family don't want you to go anywhere because of what's going on. It's not going to be fun. So that's why I'm saying you can go to other places and you'll have a good time. You don't even have to really worry about anything. Like we were in Okap, we were out till 2, 3 a.m. just walking. Like, oh, I love Okap. Like we had so much fun. And you don't have to worry about any of what we have to worry about here. Not saying that we don't have fun here and you can't do things here, but it really depends on who you're with. They might not want to take you here and take you there because they're nervous, or they're like, no, something might happen. And especially if you're coming from the States, they definitely like, oh, I don't want that on my hands. I don't want if this happens to be the day that something pops off. Even though, as I explained in the beginning, it is not every day and it is not everywhere, but it is kind of random. So it's like that's why I just personally don't encourage people to do it unless you are used to coming here. You come here frequently and it's not a big deal for you and you're used to it. Just like how I live here and it's not that big of a deal for me. But for everybody else, I always recommend go somewhere else and you are going to have so much fun. You're going to enjoy the beauty. You don't really have to worry. But what I would recommend, say you're going to OCAP and you haven't been to OCAP, I would recommend definitely going on a group tour or group trip, or even if you don't really like the whole group trip aspect, booking a tour while you're there. There's so many different companies, booking a tour, they'll take you to different excursions, they'll take you out at night, and things. If you don't want to be specifically doing a group trip where you're stuck with the same people and things like that, you can just book different tours with the different companies out there. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you're coming, especially for the first time, just to make sure you have someone handling a lot of the things for you while you're here. Marie, oh,
No,
you're
I'm
okay.
right here. I'm right here giving you the stage. So for the
Thank you.
people, that's a great advice for those that want to come out and actually enjoy Haiti. What is your advice for people that are packing up and moving to Haiti, especially if they are Americans or Haitians who is not very familiar with Haiti? What are some things which shouldn't surprise them? What are some things which should be expected?
Well, one thing I recommend for people, especially if you aren't necessarily Haitian, I think you said that too, right? If they're not Haitian, they want to move. I think so, right? That wasn't the question. Because I think that's a little different too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's a
Mm-hmm.
little different too. Someone asked me that as well. What I recommend is definitely finding a job before you move. That's one thing. That way, when you move, there's already structure. There's already someone handling your housing. If that's the kind of, and it'll be better to get a job that handles that. So not just coming to any job, because there are a lot of jobs here that are like that will have you being like a, I don't know the best way to describe it, like a missionary, and you get paid maybe like a little stipend and things like that. If that's what you want to do, then that's perfectly fine. But if you want a certain lifestyle, then you should find something before you move, and it should be something that they have housing for you and everything is kind of prepared, and you have a community because there are other people in the at the job as well, and you can kind of find your way that way, and then afterwards you can branch off and go do your own thing. That's what I recommend doing. Like, I had two friends who aren't American that moved to Haiti. One of them worked at Union School, which is an American school at Pétionville. So they look specifically for Americans to come and teach because it's in English, schools in English. So he came over, and he already had a place to live. He already had all the other, teachers that were there as well. And it was a little easier for him to move around and stuff like that. And he ended up staying longer than the time that he was supposed to stay. I had another friend who came, but she worked with the U.S. Embassy, but she lived like on a compound, and it was already all set for her. But I definitely recommend doing something like that when you haven't really been here too much, you're not too used to the situation, and you want to just make sure that you have a smooth transition. That is what I would recommend doing. Don't just move like I did, because I just moved. I just packed my things and moved. Don't do that. Don't do that.
At least you had family to come to.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like to live on my own. Even though I have people, I like to live on my own. I like to live like in an apartment by
No,
I did
that's
that in the
true.
States.
You want that freedom.
Yeah, that's just my personality. That's just what I like to do. But that might not be what you want to do. You might, the person coming might want a whole different lifestyle, and you might want to move to Jacmel and be surfing, because people in Jacmel, they have a surf club and all this stuff. Like, Haiti is very complex. There's different things. It's not just one side that you see all the
Hey,
time. You might also want to live somewhere in a rural area, and have that type of lifestyle. There's so much to offer here. There's so much that you can do in so many different lifestyles. It's really up to you. But if you want like a lifestyle like me, then that's what I meant by that.
so More Fortune asks a good question. Do they have co-working spaces for expats?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't say specifically, okay, this is for expats, but definitely spaces that you that has co-working. There's one in Pétionville that I know of. There's also Bunge. There's also Bunge, which is awesome. I know the CEO of Bunge. So that one is on Delma. So I know at least two, but I think there's a third one. Delma been set. I think is it 27. So yeah, so I know three co-working spaces, but there are probably more.
Hmm. So, Teacher P, welcome and welcome. How's it going? Teacher P says, sadly the medical staff won't get paid. That is a governmental problem. S. Wiseman, welcome to the show. Travel throughout the Caribbean. Haiti is my absolute first love. Wow.
Aww.
Mr. Jackson says, I would like to see the illiteracy rate go down in Haiti. So I thank you for putting in work in that department. Only that will give the country of Haiti a chance to be successful. Wow, that's very, very true. Very true.
Education is power. Yeah.
How's private healthcare? Do you, huh?
No, I said
What, what,
education is
what were you
power.
reading?
Did you hear me?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay.
Someone asked, yes, I can hear you. How's private healthcare? Do you have private healthcare in Haiti?
Private healthcare is definitely thriving because the government isn't. So everyone does their own thing. There are a lot of, other private owned hospitals and clinics and things like that all throughout Haiti.
Wow. Eli the Great. Hi, Marie. Love the hairstyle. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Lemmy says, I love Jacques Mel. S. Wiseman says, how easy is it to start a small business in Haiti? How easy is it?
Small business, I definitely think it's easy to start a small business. Um, Definitely. Businesses are popping up every day here. Even for our business, we went to get the licensing. Well, that's the only thing is getting the paperwork. Sometimes that part takes some time because a lot of times you have to know someone who works in there to make sure it gets done fast. But that would be the only thing I think will slow you down. Small businesses, I think, is very easy to start.
Do you find that it may be difficult in starting a business due to the security issues in the country?
Yeah, I mean here, I think it is this area for sure. It's a little harder to do. But there are certain things that you can do that can bypass that, or start a business that you don't have to physically be at a location or a specific area, or something like that. That way it would go a lot smoother if you do it that way, whether there are insecurity issues or not, whether this period that we're going through is here or not. You will be able to be successful. Like the business that we have, we don't have to physically be somewhere to do it, so that's what really works for us.
That's right. Marcel says, give the video thumbs up, please. Thank you, Marcel. How's it going tonight? My sister Maggie Roberts. You've carried two people, two people. Thank you so, so very much for your continuous love and support of life in Haiti. Mr. Jackson. You've carried a total of 20 people tonight. Thank you so, so very much for your continuous love and support of life in Haiti. Eli the Great, thank you so, so very much, my brother. You've carried 20 people, 20 people. Thank you so, so very much for your love and support of life in Haiti. Thank you, my brother. UL Lynn says, I was trying to super chat, but it's not going, asking for unusual information. I'm not sure you are. I'm not sure. My brother, roll the tape. How's it going? Thank you so very much for joining us live. And if you all have yet to check out my brother, roll the tape, please do so. Leo Prince, I would love to visit. My own friend from there, Jacques Mel, tell me not to go. It's dangerous there. Their family tells them often not to return. I'm told that when Americans or foreign people come, pay for safety. That's so untrue. Okay. At times, people of Haiti scare people outside of Haiti a whole lot more about Haiti. Both of us are here physically living in Haiti. So we're not promoting Haiti outside of Haiti. We're not promoting Haiti and living in DR. We're not promoting Haiti and somewhere in hiding. We are living our daily life right here in Haiti, Leo. My only advice is to always make sure to be aware of your surroundings. Haiti is beautiful, you all, and there is so much going on in our country. But believe me, it is not just Haiti that things happen. She just mentioned in Orlando, okay? Orlando. I will share something with you too, my sister. Are you still here,
Mm-hmm.
Rudy?
I'm here.
Is the internet working? Are you here?
I can't really see you that well, but I think my internet is fine.
Okay, okay. I see you, but your face is like stuck. But I wanted to share that now I see you somewhat. I see you,
Okay.
but it's coming in and out.
Okay.
But I wanted to share that my father is also in Orlando. So as
Oh,
people are running from Haiti in hopes of better security, look what happened in Orlando. Yeah, my father's in Orlando also. I share that with you. Yeah, so it can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. Is it WG says, is it possible for someone to create a city in Haiti? Are you able to hear me, my sister?
mm-hmm. I hear you. I think there's a delay.
Hello?
I
Yes.
think
Are
there's
you
a
able to
delay.
hear me now?
Is it my internet? Should I fix mine? Hold on,
Oh, we
because
would we would we would never know. Okay,
okay.
so we're
Okay.
both in Haiti, so there's no finger pointing here. Okay,
No, sometimes I restart mine and it'll get better.
so you would never know where this is coming from.
I don't know if you heard what I was saying.
V Levine says, "Hi, beautiful Marie. Good to see." Uh huh. Well, you can do so while I go to the audience. Okay, you can
Okay.
restart it a little bit while. Mm-hmm. V. Levine says, "Hi, beautiful Marie. Good to see you. And a matter of fact, I wasn't feeling well. Hi to the beautiful lady viewing from Haiti. I hope you're feeling better, V. Levine, and it's good to have you back. It's good to have you back." Jean Rodler Michelle Sunbert says, "We have NASA. It's a good private insurer." Okay, Jean, that's good. And some of the Haitian people who are watching who have access to this stuff as far as expats, insurance, some things that people are concerned about as far as moving into Haiti. Please get in contact with me. Share that information. Share the information. Eli the Great says, "OMG, Ruty, you're glowing. Wow." S. Wiseman says, "Blind Haiti. Yes, I watched C. Genty too. I bought his book on business ideas in Haiti. Very good book. Very good book." All right. So I'm pretty sure she'll come back. She's going to get the internet together. My sister Kay says, like the live, share it as well, subscribe it 100%. So if you are watching and have yet to subscribe, please do so. Mark Phillip Talisman says, love you guys. Good job. Thank you so very much. Whoa, Bukui TV. You've carried 20 people, 20 people. Thank you so very much for your love and support of life in Haiti. And if I mess up your name, please excuse me. Ismael says, hi, hello, Ismael. How's it going? Hold on 1 second. S. Wiseman. You've carried 5 people, 5 people. Thank you so very much for your love and support, continuous love and support of life in Haiti. Thank you so very much. Raquel Vibes TV. Bukui says she might from the state. She has femme like lips. Oh, we are all Haitian. We are all Haitian. Nous toutes là, c'est Haitian New Year. You all can see and hear us both, but I guess we can't hear and see each other. You're back. You're back.
Okay.
It's okay, my sister, because no matter, and that's one of my questions too. From working from home, I promise you, I have it written down. How is the internet? And
It,
how expensive is the internet? Because anyone moving back to Haiti, one of the biggest things is access to internet. How
mhm.
expensive is having good, decent internet, especially doing upload and download work, such as work that we do, because a normal digital plan would not do it. How
Yes.
expensive is your internet there?
Okay, so I have a fiber optic from Natcom, and we pay it monthly $99. So I don't remember how much internet was in the States, but yeah, we pay $99. But there are other plans too. At first, we used to have the most basic one, which was I think 74 or something like that, 74.99, and then we upgraded it to or it was like 54 or something like that. We upgraded to the 99 plan just to make sure it's better. And it usually works very well because I do a lot of Zoom meetings because the rest of the team is in the States or in other parts of the world. And so we always have Zoom meetings and things like that. And there aren't really a lot of issues unless someone is like cutting down a tree and they cut our cable and they have to come out and fix it. And so that sometimes takes time for them to come out, but usually it works fine. If it's having any issues, we restart it and it's back.
Wow. So let me give a shout out to a few more people. Remy, you've carried 5 people, 5 people. Thank you so much for your love and support of life in Haiti. S. Wiseman says, Remy, be inspired to go to Haiti. Do great things. The opportunity is there. My sister's son, Lee. You've carried 5 people, 5 people. Thank you so very much for your love and support of life in Haiti, for your continuous love and support of life in Haiti. Remy say, I go almost every year, but my plan is to go back and live. Come on, you all. We need more great people in Haiti. We need more good people in Haiti to not only balance it, but to tip the scales and for us to get rid of the rotten apples. $99 USD is what you pay for your internet.
Yes, USD.
Rudy? Hello?
Yes, no, I said yes, it's USD.
USD. Okay, so USD, that's right. No, internet is expensive because I myself pay just about the same. So before we leave, is there any last words that you would like to share? Please tell the people a little bit about your channel. I want people to go and support you there and show you some love. Please be sure to share information about yourself. Any We are pushing for Haiti, okay? So share some information, give some last minute tips.
Okay, yes. Please, y'all, come over to my channel. It is fairly new. I started just about 2 months ago, and there are different series on my channel. So when you go there, it's not just one thing. Literally, I just started, so that's why you might see just a few different types of videos. But I'm looking to do so much on my channel, and I really take time to create the content, to edit, and things like that. I know people want to see more vlogs, but I'm like, y'all, I could only commit to one vlog per week because, first of all, I work from home. So there is no way I can I can, vlog all the time. It would be so boring. I have a full-time job, so it's not like, I'm just a content creator. I just started doing this just for fun. So there's going to be a lot on my channel. There are going to be travel vlogs to different parts of Haiti. The Life in Haiti, I know it has the same name. I didn't realize that until afterwards, but it literally just means my life in Haiti. It's just like daily vlogging where you go and you see my life, literally, like what I do daily or weekly and things like that. Just regular things. It's not really meant to show, because a lot of people are saying, why are you just showing this? I'm like, it's a type of vlogging on YouTube that people are interested in. I watch people do the type of vlogging that I do.
It's
I
okay. It's
watch
okay, sis. We pushing it.
I watch people do that type of vlogging in the States where they just go, they're going to Target, they're going to Starbucks, they're going to different places and all that stuff. It's just basic, seeing my life. So that's that series. But there's also going to be other types of videos, sit down videos and things like that. So I'm excited to share all of that with you all. So please check out my channel. It's just Rudy B. And yeah, I hope to see y'all there. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. But yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you, my sister. You welcome at any time. Mr. Jean, new member. Thank you so very much for becoming a new member. Et moun yo apile PM lam gen moun ki di se pou nou ba un ti kreol. Nou pa ka vin nan tele a nou tou bel bien fre nan reprezenter Haiti et nou pa ba un ti kreol même. Ba, an fè reconnaître vraiment bon haïtien nou ye ki la, ok?
Oui. Oui, nous parlons créole tout, nous pouvons parler tout de.
Tous les deux, nous ka parler, pas vrai? That's right.
Oui.
Marie-Charles, Miss Charles, mwen bon ti créole, chérie. Comment ye? Comment nou ye? Ah, Marie-Charles, créole mwen manke fort. Can you pronounce his or her name?
Oui,
Buikuri TV.
oui.
Buikuri TV. Okay. Early 100 USD for slow internet. That's crazy. I did read an article says North Americans country pay more for the internet, but it's ridiculous. Pretty much so. B. Thomas, you've carried 10 people. 10 people. Thank you so very much. Amazing guest. I wish her plenty of success. Very influential. Does she speak Creole fluently? And how did the locals welcome you?
Yes, moi parle créole. Um, Actually, I do have a little accent. J'ai un petit accent tout petit. Tout le monde dit yo qu'attendait un petit accent, mais quand même parler créole et tout le monde comprend moi. Et, you know, and everyone. Oh, by the way, I'm Haitian. So when you say how the locals welcome me, I don't know if you think I'm not Haitian, but I am Haitian. And the locals, everybody welcomed me for sure. Everybody was surprised that I moved. Actually, the same way people in the States didn't want me to move is the same way people here were like, you moved? Well, like you just moved here? Like, are you are you crazy? And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. I moved. So they were really surprised by it as well, but they definitely welcomed me and said I was very courageous and I did something really great. So that really also motivated me when they would tell me things like that.
That's right. My sister, I mean, I want to thank you. You welcome here anytime. And we want, I think next time you all see us, we won't be on a virtual vlog, all right? We won't be like the day we met, I'm coming with a camera, okay? Just to know that, all right? And
Yeah, I'd love to visit you to see what you're doing in person.
oh, that's very, very true. I know you're busy. We're definitely gonna stay in touch and you go by and visit. And one of the things is getting better, okay? That's why when I found out there was a woman YouTuber in Haiti, I was so excited to really work with you. And I'm like, all right, I gotta get in contact with you. Why? Women, a lot of the times we could have that more, I don't know, the passion, the love, you know what I mean? I don't
Hmm.
know. Men have it too. So I'm not going to take that away. But definitely, I have you to stop by, visit some of the projects we're doing, get to see some of our vision so that we can continue to make a difference. I don't
Yes.
own anything, everything belongs to the people of Haiti. I'm just the face, the one being used as the vessel, my sister, to be able to do something. So you can bring your vlog over there, all right? I don't care.
Okay,
I
thank
just want
you.
to see us making a difference. So at any time, if you ever feel like you want to come and like link up, do a project, or Marie, I got a project. I just want to go and give out food. I want to teach some kids. I want to do this. Let's do it together. Let me tell you something. That's the quickest way to get me out of bed. All right. So next time when you go into Pleasance, definitely you gotta take me with you, my sister. All right. If
Yes,
it's
sounds
for
good.
doing great things in Haiti, I just want to tell you, I'm all the way down for it. All the
Yay.
way. I just wanna name your channel. All right. You all, this is her channel link. It's the link that okay. Is the link that I'm sharing the correct link to your channel? Let me verify it now because I could be somewhat blind sometimes. So I'm gonna go and push the link. Yes, this is her link, you all. This is her channel. So just hit the link that is being shared in the live, all right? And definitely go and check out my sister's channel. Go and give her some love. Please subscribe to her channel. I hear she's not monetized yet. I don't see
Very
why.
close.
All right,
Very
because
close. Very
she,
close.
we gotta get her there. You all, we gotta get her there. And to subscribe is free. Know that it takes hard work for a YouTuber, especially in Haiti. Now, before you leave, I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm not sure if it's just me. I saw you in the Caribbean market. Matter of fact, that's my favorite market in Haiti. I'm like, we probably have walked past each other and never
Hmm.
even realized it.
Yes,
But
I'm there every week.
yes, I love it there. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I just recently moved, but I love it. Um, how easy is it for you when you pull out a camera? It's just it could be something funny, it could be something sad, it could be anything. How easy is do you find it to pull out a camera without the
Okay. It really depends. So I like to vlog places that I go a lot, and I go to these places every week. But even though I go to Caribbean every week, pretty much, unfortunately, because it's so expensive. That's why I say unfortunately, because they've taken all my coins. But I, when I filmed there my first vlog, it was during the week, so there wasn't supposed to be a lot of people there. So I'm like, let me go to the market. I felt so uncomfortable because the security kept coming and passing right behind me to see what am I doing. I had to act like I was video calling someone and telling them this is the products and this is what I'm gonna buy and stuff like that because they never usually do that. But he came right behind me and like slowed down. Like he was on that end, he came to my end. And I was just like, I can't even just film the store because I wanted to show people. 'Cause people sometimes they don't believe how expensive it is in Haiti. Like a box of cereal, 1,200 good, which is like 11, $12 for a box of cereal that you can eat like 2, 3 times. Like it's like 2, 3 times the price. And I wanted to show that on the vlog. And so I'm trying to kind of, vlog a little bit and show, and I'm just with my phone. So it's not like I have a actual camera that I'm trying to film. I just have my phone. I'm going like this, like on the, aisles and stuff. And they made me feel so uncomfortable. So that's why in my first vlog, it was so rushed. I was like zipping through and I'm just like trying to show as much as I can without drawing attention to myself. But yeah, it isn't the easiest thing ever, but having my phone, because this is a really good camera, filming with my phone
Mhm.
is much easier because people don't really know necessarily that you're filming. And then I will also ask people and say, like, I was at the marché in Pétionville the other day, so that's the next vlog coming up. And I was buying some fruits and stuff, and I told the Mashan who I always buy from, she's like, yeah, as long as you buy from me, I don't mind. So we're filming, they knew we were filming and stuff like that. So I'll ask. But if I'm
That's
filming like
right.
in a store or a market, a place that I always go to, I don't ask the owners of the market and stuff. I just film. But I could tell I don't feel as comfortable, doing it. I did like when I was at Kage, which is a place that I got like my micro shading and I get my lash extensions. I spoke with the owner. I showed her my first vlog, and she's like, "Oh, this is so nice." And I was like, "Can I vlog a little bit and stuff?" And so that's why I have all those shots where I'm like
Mhm.
going up, and you can see the chandelier and all those things, y'all. Because I know y'all like, how she get those shots? Because she watched my vlog and she liked it and she thought I could film and stuff. And we ended up doing a video for her, actually. She posted on her Instagram. So that's how I did those kind of things. So it really depends. It really depends. But
Mhm.
there are certain places I'm not filming because I don't want anybody cursing me out. People sometimes think that it's like they're a charity case, like you're going to take their image and put it on a commercial, feed the children or
Mhm.
something like that. And it's like, I would never do
Mhm.
that. So I'm literally just trying to show you. I don't want to, and I even when I'm vlogging, I try not to show people specifically because I mean, really, at the end of the day, I'm the star of the show. So I'm like, don't worry, I'm not
Right.
showing you.
I
I'm
be
vlogging.
wanting to tell them the same thing. Like, look, you are not that cute, all right, young man. Pas foi comme ça, chérie. Donc, você me sortir pour vidéo même simplement. Madame, pas moi figue, non.
Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to show you. I'm showing the street. I'm showing how it looks and stuff. I try to really capture different things. I'm not really trying to show people specifically. I really just want to show scenery a lot of times and just like daily life. Like I don't need anybody's specific face. I wouldn't put them on there.
That's right. So, my sister, I've kept you almost 1 hour and 30 minutes. I just want to tell you thank you so, so much. Continue, keep going, and we'll definitely link up. You're welcome here anytime. My house is your house.
Thank you for
So,
having me. It was really
you're
fun.
welcome. I know you haven't really been doing lives, but anytime you're doing a live over there, you need me over there, you just give me a call, plan some things out, and definitely we'll work together. Keep pushing. May God bless
Thank
you on your
you.
journey. And
Thank
I
you.
look forward to meeting you here in Haiti. And you already have my support from both channels. I'm
Thank you
subscribed
so
on
much.
LIH Voice in Life in Haiti. So when you get a
Thank
chance,
you.
check out LIH too. So you got my love.
Okay.
I'll tell more people about you also.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the Life in Haiti family. I hope to see you over on my channel as well. And hopefully we can get together in person so I can see what you're doing and,
Oh yeah,
we can do a lot
definitely.
more.
That's right. We will. We will. Awesome show. I really, really, really enjoyed you. Salut tout le monde la Kaila pour moi.
Parfait
Bonne
ça.
nuit.
Bonne nuit. Na
Bonne nuit,
parler.
chérie. Na
Bye.
Bye bye. So you all, thank you all so, so very much to each and everyone that stopped by and spent some time with me tonight. It is awesome, awesome having the ladies show up and show out for Haiti. So ladies who are doing great things in Haiti, please do not be shy. I am like the YouTuber that's a phone call away. an email away. It may take me a few days, but know that I will get back in contact with you, and I check all of my mail. So anything which is positive, which is awesome, which is showing Haiti in a good light, I want to tell you, get in contact with me. We cannot do it alone. It definitely take a team. So let's not be ashamed. There's nothing to be selfish about. There is so much space on social media for Haiti. And the more of us get together, the louder our voice become. So I enjoy the show tonight. Thank you all so very much. Before I go, one more comment. Russell Boyd says, Marie, the press in America are saying gangs now rule Haiti. Many people are dead. There are thousands of Haitians trying to get in America. Many are being sent back. I will tell you this, and YouTube is not going to like it. Does America promote what go on in America? Right? Because there's something going on all over the world. People are dying all over the world. Tragic, bad things are happening everywhere. So let's not just focus on Haiti. I know a few weeks ago I did a live on the mass shooting. It made me thankful as a Black woman to be in my country, all right, with everything which is going on. So it is not just a Haiti thing, you all. I encourage everyone to be safe, stay alert, stay awoke, be aware of your surroundings, be aware at all times, especially being a minority living in America. So the news, they are sharing their news. And as we've shared, to be mindful of your environment when coming into Haiti. But it is no different from traveling in and out of any other country. So just thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you all so very much. As I always end the live, you all, be kind to one another. Tell somebody you love them. Give somebody a compliment tonight. Don't go to bed mad. And until next time, you all, y'all be blessed. Don't forget, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button.